Hello, welcome to the Kingdom of Katopia. I'm Queen Katie III, and this is one of my residents.
Katopia is the best.
I reign, but don't rule because you didn't vote for me. You did, however, vote for the parliamentary members because we're a constitutional monarchy here. We have a strong military. Every citizen is required to serve 1 year at the age of 18 and can continue to serve beyond if they choose. In the military, discipline, weapons handling, self-defense, finding inner peace, and higher education for a useful trade are taught. So, when a man or woman gets out or stays in the Royal Army, they can support themselves and their countrymen equally. Anyone who chooses to opt out of the mandatory service time and get a trade will have the option to leave or leave. Everyone pulls their share here in Katopia, no slackers. Medical conditions are, of course, a consideration if someone decides to opt out of mandatory military service. However, because we have such a high quality of living and healthcare here, illness injuries are rarely a concern. Right now, it's a balmy 72 degrees here in the capital of Hip Hip Hooray on the southwest coast of the western half of the Australian continent, where we currently reside. There's a bunch of busy worker bees out enjoying the day, mostly mining our local minerals, iron ore and gold being the most major, which last year alone generated $45 billion in revenue. Iron ore mining is expected to increase and has jumped 19% since 2005. Because Katopia is so independently wealthy, we do export to countries in need of minerals, but we also have a large tourism industry generating an extra $50 billion annually. Because of heavy European and British influence, Katopia has a vast array of agriculture as well, mostly small farms and local farmers' markets, as well as local products being produced. Different regions of Katopia specialize in different products, honey and sage from the beekeepers in the south to veal and wool from the farmers in the north. Transportation policy as well as urban and rural planning help to promote smart growth, or growth that is environmentally and ecologically stable. Katopia generates extra revenue as a medical tourism destination because healthcare is among the world's best and the citizens are so friendly. Healing and recovery time is exponentially increased. Excellent and affordable healthcare is a result of government investment in the healthcare sector as well as medicine being taught as a trade in the military. Citizens are required to invest in a series of stocks and bonds from the time they take their first finance class in grade school, and the government uses this money to put back into the healthcare system, as well as other programs like police, fire, military, teachers, education. When citizens retire at the age of 50, they get their money with interest back and always contribute back to society by teaching at the military academy or helping their local economy. Family planning is implemented. No one under the age of 18 can have children, and the max is 2. If parents want more than 2 children, they must meet with the state healthcare council to explain their decision and get approval. The council is reasonable and bases their opinion on years of experience and the stability of the country. GDP is relatively high with an estimate of 1.5 trillion or around 65,000 per capita. However, GDP is measured second only to gross national happiness, GNH. Like the country of Bhutan, Buddhism is a major religion, and along with spiritual values of the Aboriginal population, building the economy is based on happiness rather than purely revenue. Problems Katopia has faced in recent years has been the heavy influx of tourists applying for citizenship. Jobs have more than doubled in the past decade since there is a greater demand for the population increase. Unlike the Pacific solution that Australia implements, Katopia states that those incoming to the country must provide a trade or service to the country, and applications are based on a point system depending on what the country needs and what skills the people have to offer. Those applying for citizenship must meet with the council for approval or denial. Those who skip the application illegally try and enter the country are turned around and kicked out completely. Thank you for visiting the Kingdom of Katopia. Like I said, I am Queen Katie III, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask and submit an application.